Live from the beating heart of Africa to every corner of the world, this is Noble Black News, where bold stories rise, fearless voices speak, and the truth cannot be silenced. Stay informed, stay empowered. The world is watching. Noble Black News begins now.
A week out from the kickoff of the new Premier League campaign, a final pre-season fixture for a Chelsea side still bathing in the glow of lifting the FIFA Club World Cup only a few weeks back. And here is how they line up today. 7 changes from the side that started the win over Leverkusen on Friday. Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo and Palmer, the only players to start both games. And Milan, no surprise that Massi Allegri makes 10 changes. Tomori and Loftus-Cheek begin against their old club. And new signing Luka Modric will be hoping to make his first appearance for Milan off the bench at some stage later on. It is London meeting Lombardy. It is Chelsea against AC Milan. Tomori able to burst forward. Must be immediately shut down. Chelsea, who were so alert to the edge of their own penalty area, they hardly gave Leverkusen a sniff on Friday night. It's a great ball from Palmer. João Pedro, who's already impressed with his pace in Chelsea blue. And Mike Manuel wasn't going to take any chances, just keen to shift it. Chelsea won both games home and away in the Champions League 3 years ago. Now that's a heavy challenge of João Pedro. And we were here on Friday when Gerald Kwanzaa, recently departed of Liverpool, went in very heavy on Cole Palmer. Cucurella onto Jamie Gittins. And already those quick dancing feet are causing problems as he draws the foul from Yunus Musa. It is James, dangerous, and an own goal. Straight into his own net. Tantalising delivery from Reece James.
Look, there's not the usual zap you get from James. It just dinked in there a little bit to an area there, and when it comes over the defender's head, and I'm trying to see who it was there, was it coming over maybe Tomori's head there? And there's no chance for Kubis to react. And is this his first game? Not a great start, is it, for the young man there? But the delivery's good. In fact, it's better than good. It's exceptional.
Here is Bartosaki. Leao, experienced Portuguese international, taking on Tosun. Leao, who provided more assists last season for Milan than any other player, but he can't pick out a teammate here.
Watch Pedro when he gets the ball. He wants to get it right here.
Pedro Neto watched on from the sidelines as that's developing so well. What a delivery! What a start to his Chelsea career for João Pedro, as he scores a 5th goal in 5 games for Chelsea. They had high hopes for him, but did anyone expect he'd have an impact like this?
And you know, if you're a centre-forward, what do you want? You want people that can create goals for you. This Chelsea team have got that everywhere. Just talking about the fact that Pedro Neto wants to stay further up the field, because when you get the ball in the final third, you can run at defenders, and this is a beautiful little dink ball in. And yes, it's a lovely finish, and yeah, he's getting into the right position, but as I say, it is laid on the proverbial plate for him. 2-0, what a gorgeous start for Chelsea.
What a turn that is from Pedro Neto. Tasaki trying to get back goal side. Palmer, Neto, just couldn't quite get the body shape to provide power on the shot of the end. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Back at a pitch that he knows so well. Leao's attempted shot blocked away by Tosun. Here's Loftus-Cheek. So calm from Reece James to take it down there. Leao, lovely weight on that. This is Salamakers! Stopped by Sanchez. Leao tried to react. First big test for the Chelsea goalkeeper today.
But a 1-on-1 there. That's twice they've got through. In the first minute, Milan got through in exactly the same position. A little bit too easy there for Chelsea's liking.
Now João Pedro's up to mischief again. He's been dragged down by QBs, and the player who scored the own goal could be in trouble here. Oh my word, Milan 2-0 down. I'm going to have to play the remainder of this game with 10. And 21-year-old Andre Kubis has just had a horror show of an 18 minutes here. He scored an own goal, and now he's been dismissed.
I really thought things could only get better. Sadly, they've only got worse. He's too high up. He's left on his own. That's why you have a back three, an extra centre-back. Really poor play by his teammates around him, who should be giving him some cover. They gave him none. He's turned there far too easily, and he can have absolutely no complaints about the decision, but he can have some complaints about his teammates, who's not helped him out.
Tosin under pressure from Leao here, and this is Salamakers. Leao needed to play that a little softer. Delivery towards Ruben Loftus-Cheek isn't causing Chelsea any problems. AC Milan can't hold on to the ball. Richie in again to try and win it. Fouls João Pedro. Another free kick within shooting range for Chelsea. He was so close last time. Here he goes again. Cole Palmer! It was close again.
And when it leaves there, it's inside the line. If it maybe the goalkeeper had it covered, but he's scampering there. And just from that angle, you can see the power. You can see the whip that's just going away from the goalkeeper.
Oh, hang on. Tosin's under pressure here. And didn't he do well? Off balance, having lost his feet. Palmer to Veto. Smattering of applause around Stamford Bridge for that Cole Palmer pass. And here he is! Oh, that would have been spectacular.
Do you know what? That is zipping at him quickly. But he's still got time to think, right, I'm going to try and put this in the top corner.
And here's Pedro Neto, who did so well to set up João Pedro's goal. Now he looks for Gittins! Lusa had tracked the runner well. Cucurella keeps it alive. Space for Cole Palmer. Caicedo urged to shoot. Gittins, what a pass from Caicedo. Lusa blasting it clear. Here's Deliciano, who scored in the recent game against Perth Glory. Completely different style to that game for AC Milan. They won by 9-0. Here's Tasagi, unable to pick out a shooting position for Salamakers, but Fofana's kept this alive. Leao, clever. Cucurella sliding for Chelsea, but it's going to be a free kick to the Italians.
Good spot, played in here. Yeah, he's come through the back of him, and it actually is Chalobah who's done that. And the referee spotted that very well indeed.
This is Salamakers, and the Chelsea wall does its job. Ricci. Deliciano. That's good. That's excellent. Lau was offside, however. Chelsea's defence had stepped out, but you can't dispute the quality of the cross and the quality of the finish there. That's the best we've seen from Milan today. Yeah, this is Neto again. That's well claimed. Good commanding of his penalty area by the French international. Now Leao, who a moment ago was clearing inside his own 6-yard box. In around the back of Cucurella. It's an attempt that was on target, but shielded away by Robert Sanchez. Here's Salamakers. Oh, that's a lovely touch away from Tosin. Didn't quite have the balance to execute the final shot, though. Better, though, from AC Milan and Allegri's team.
Yeah, I mean, it is a nice little turn, though, but you never get square like that.
This is Gittins. That's interesting, because there's no one marking in the back post. Neto denied by Magnon. Cucurella. Too many defenders in the way. Now this is Palmer. Chelsea banging on the door for a third goal ahead of half-time.
They cannot believe it didn't get a third goal there. The opportunities were all there.
2-0 then, the own goal from Kubis. Wonderful finish from João Pedro. Can AC Milan try and fight their way back into this? Here's Luka Modric. Fresh legs having just come on. And his first shot as a Milan player is comfortably received by Robert Sanchez. This is Gittins. It's a great ball. So close to picking out Enzo. Tamori well positioned for Milan. James crossing. There was a hesitation as it came in. Musa was the only Milan defender who reacted. The quality of those deliveries from Reece James are always of the highest standard.
Well, I'll tell you about that in just one moment.
Neto. Gittins. Close. Musa likes to come forward, but so much of his play today has been dictated to him that he's had to play in defence. Chalobah holding that left ankle, and given the injury to Levi Colwill, they certainly wouldn't want anything to happen to Trevor Chalobah. Leao tries to get on, they want to. That's nicely worked. Good slide from Tosin. Modric. Fofana. Leao, brilliant. Must be. Oh, they've concocted to mess it up. Chelsea continue their clean sheets in these pre-season games. They've not conceded one yet. They should have conceded there. Well, this is Cole Palmer, and this is Gittins.
This is a miss and a bit.
Actually flicked on by João Pedro. Here's Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. Good strike. Saved by Manuel. Loftus-Cheek tries to get in on the back of Champon. But the performance that we've seen, people are going to be building up Chelsea's chances even further. Sanchez a little bit fortunate. Chelsea bossing the midfield. Neto. Plenty up with him. This is Gittins. Oh, it's not the first one today that he struggles to keep down.
I understand why he shoots here, but look outside him. Look outside him. He just needs to flick the ball to Esteval.
Gittins to Delap. It's won the ball in. Esteval claims he's been fouled to the back post. It's going to be a penalty. The Brazilian wonderkid wins the spot kick.
To be fair, I think he's leaving his arm back there, expecting to be dragged a little bit. But you get ahead of the defender, and that's all you do there. Trap the back post. Once again, does all the right things, and the referee gave himself plenty of time to think about it.
Liam Delap scores at Stamford Bridge as a Chelsea player for the very first time.
That's a brilliant penalty. Pure power in the corner. It's got to be some safety yet there.
Now Modric. 20 minutes to play. Salamakers. That's the chance. Fofana is in. Yusuf Fofana. And the 10 men of Milan finally produce something with teeth.
Takes 3 players out with one shot. And of course, keeper's going to get back sick because he's beaten at the near post here. And that's always a way.
Snapshot that had Stamford Bridge on the edge of their seat. Esteval testing Manuel. As Delap tries to get in for his second. That's the sort of poacher's goal that he wanted to display today. An instinctive strike. Chelsea's 4th goal of the day, and 2 of them now for Liam Delap.
I mean, it's a brilliant, brilliant finish. But the slip pass through is absolutely exceptional.
2 goals for Delap. He looks to be purring now, a week out from Chelsea's first Premier League game of the new campaign. It is another of those joyous blue days at the Bridge. They've beaten AC Milan by 4 goals to 1. Chelsea look to be right where they want to be at the start of the new season.